It's Bart and Scott from the Scotch Test Dummies. Today we're going to look at the 12-year Macallan and the 3 things we would miss most if there were a zombie apocalypse.
Let's test the Macallan.
Let's test it all, baby. All right. So let's start off with, okay, there's been a zombie apocalypse. It's strictly zombie apocalypse. We're not talking pandemic, World War III. We're just talking some weird zombie.
Zombies have taken over. It's not even in the beginning. It's been going on for some time.
What are we talking? We're like a year into it, too?
Yeah, let's go 2 years.
So we're survivors.
We're survivors.
We're surviving. And the key is, what would we miss? So we're 2 or 3. Let's say 3.
Now, what I want to point out, though, most people, all these preppers, they're assuming they make it.
No, I plan on getting their stuff.
But
that's what I'm hoping.
All these people, you plan on, what are you going to do? What if you're with the first zombie? What if you're the one that eats the sushi or the hamburger that's bad?
Or that cure for cancer that turns out to just turn you into a mindless zombie. Well, then I'm hoping to find their stuff. I want their redoubt.
That's what we want.
A redoubt. I want to find it. Their bunker. Of course, I don't think you can get in the bunker. But here's the go. So all we're talking about is the top 3 things that we would miss. So we're 3 years in.
You're 2-3 years in.
Say 3.
Everything's power grid's been down. Ugh. You're hunting for food. What do you miss? So what's the first thing you miss?
The first thing I miss is the Scotch. You can't just go out and buy the Scotch. Now, I mean, the liquor's going to get looted. And I'm not, if it comes, I'm not looting liquor stores. That's where the zombies are waiting for you.
They're waiting for you. It's not in the liquor. They're waiting for you at the Army surplus.
No, you wouldn't have made it 3 years if you were running around liquor stores. And I mean, you're trying to haul bottles. So I'm missing the Scotch.
You go to the gun store. You go to Cabela's first. You get your ammo. I'll go to the liquor store.
Yeah.
I'll get the Scotch, and I'll meet you there.
Yeah, it'd be good for barter. I'll give you that. It'd be good for barter. But I'm missing. Well, that's probably true. But if we needed more ammo or something.
Okay. All
right. But I would miss the Scotch. I like that. I mean, just the stuff we reviewed, the Talisker Storm that's been out. Even Johnny Walker's Blended when they come out with a double black. I like seeing the new stuff coming in. Cragganmore. All right.
Yeah, apparently at some point you're going to find a liquor store and everything's gone. It's already been raided.
Not at some point. At some point, all the time. I think it's gone. Everywhere you go, liquor store, gone. There's nothing in there. Come on. I mean, it's been 3 years. There's nothing there. No, you're going to.
A lot of people aren't going to think about that.
No, you're going to be like in some
person that's been turned. They're going to get the bread shelf.
Yeah, you're going to be like searching for like crumbs of food, and you're going to open a high cabinet, and you're going to go,
Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, you're going to go,
briefcase and this light
shines. Gosh, right. And then you're going to go, Bart, look at this. All right, so that's the first thing I miss. What do you miss? What's your first item?
Ice.
Ice.
For what? Ice. I got to have ice in everything.
In everything.
Yes.
You don't do it in your Scotch, though.
Yeah, sometimes. Just an ice cube.
I don't ever do ice.
Put it in there. Let it melt and dilute, chills it down a little bit.
You like a cold drink.
Probably a nice ice-cold Diet Pepsi would be...
Chemicals.
Oh, if you went 3 years, 5 years without one, and you had that and it hits your lips, and it's so good.
I can't believe you want a Diet Pepsi, though, with ice. But okay, it's been 3 years. So, all right. Okay. Next is basically clothes. That's what I'm telling you, is clothes.
There's clothes all over.
Not for me. I'm 6'6". There are not clothes for me. Now, I would find clothes, like I'd have this great pair of jeans, close brush with a zombie. The jeans are torn, got to get new jeans. Like I would come out of some place where I got new jeans, and you would be rolling on the floor laughing. You'd be like, ha, one of those capris.
Yeah, you'd find like 32-inch inseam pants.
It'd be horrible.
It'd fit me.
Right. I'd be like having to make alterations. I'd be cutting the crotch out just because they wouldn't fit. It'd be horrible.
It'd be like lowrider skinny jeans.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying I like being able to go in there and find pants that fit me. And if I was out scrounging, I know I would find pants But I look foolish. Now, I'm not saying that that's, you know, not that you want to look stylish during the 3rd year of the zombie apocalypse, but I don't want to look like an idiot.
Yeah, you want stuff that fits.
Yeah, I want functionality. Yeah. And if I got to cut the seams off the side legs of pants just to fit in them, I just would look like a joke. So
that is true.
Clothing,
so yeah, clothes would be
particular like pants and shoes.
I'm at the liquor store. You're at the big and tall store.
Yeah, shoes. I got kind of big feet.
You're like a 10.
No, a 10 on a 6'6"? That'd be like a little bird foot. What are you talking about? They just look small because I'm huge. Oh. I have a 12-inch foot, but it looks tiny on my frame.
My 14-year-old wears.
Yeah, well.
All
yours?
Right. My number 2.
2.
Mexican food. Not just Mexican food, but being able to go into a Mexican restaurant, sit down, get chips and salsa, order your fajitas.
What if we worked
south?
What if we worked south into
with a Mexican margaritas?
Mexico and the Texas border. Surely
yeah, but
that's
there's
still
zombies
on.
There. No, there's
we fight our way to it.
Down.
You get come on. We find like a woman with tortillas and beans and whatever in her homemade salsa.
Like Maria?
Consuela. So we find,
and so
yeah.
Well, and so we give her a bottle of scotch, and she makes us a meal.
Yeah, you bet. We would. I mean, you got to be dedicated toward the meal. We're going to be fighting our way like 2,000 miles toward the border and through unknown, and I'll be wearing capri pants, and we won't be welcome. But if we have enough scotch, maybe. All right, and I'm going to tell you, this last one is not something I would miss. I have an insane board game collection. I already got it. And the cool thing is it plays whether you got power or not. Now I don't know if we'd be making runs to the border because I wouldn't want to leave the collection behind, but we would have ways to occupy our time.
So unlike a prepper that has buried in the ground the supplies, the food, the ammo, the guns.
Well, it's all good.
You've got your board games.
Bingo. We got fun things to do because there's no TV.
Fun? There ain't no fun.
They are a blast.
You're running for your life.
No, it's 3 years. We're not running. We're bunkered down. We're doing so good. We make occasional runs to the Tex-Mex border to pick up natural food from Consuela. And my capri pants. You see the story that's unfolding there? And we find liquor, we find scotch along the way in cool, out of the way places that no one's looked. All right, so I'm not missing anything else. What else? What's your third thing that you are missing? Ice, Mexican food, and
it's pretty similar to ice along the same lines. Air conditioning.
Okay, yeah, I would miss that. I like a good AC when it's muggy.
Yes. So if you're out on a run and you take down a dozen zombies and you lose one of your partners somewhere, gets taken down.
60.
And it's 102 out. You got to get back to the house and you got air conditioning.
Well, yeah. Yeah, but we could find a window mounted unit and a generator. Although that's going to attract zombies. We could. We would soundproof it.
So
soundproof it. Now, we've used up a lot of time. This is probably going to be one of our longer videos, but I think it's worth it. Yep. So now we're going to do the 12-year Macallan.
Yes.
All right. Tell me about it.
Matured in a sherry cask. Okay. So we're picking up some color from that.
You know I love sherry.
Yes.
But not miss the sherry.
We had been wondering about sherry. We just did a review on it. Check it out. Several of the scotches that we've done have been matured in sherry casks.
I love the smell.
And there it is. You can smell it.
Rich.
And the Macallan 12 is probably one of the
I get a
better 12-year scotches.
A little bit of a nutty smell. Something else. Maybe some of that oaky woodness. So. I get a hint of nut on the palate right off the bat. It cools and it peppers out for me a little bit. And then it just softly fades away. I don't get any kind of aftertaste really.
No. A little bit of vanilla. The sherry.
Yeah, I mean, same deal. It's nutty, moving into a peppery, and then it kind of sparkles up for me. Yeah, I get an oakiness. And then when it tails off, it just drops off a cliff. I'm not getting any kind of lingering aftertaste there at all.
And the Macallan 12 is probably one of the more popular of the single malt 12 years.
Right. Now, everybody thinks they're going to survive the zombie apocalypse. What makes you and I different?
I don't think we are. We could be the first ones. We don't know.
You might.
I accept that.
That you might turn?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
That might be some sushi I pick up and I'm riding with you at work and you're bitten.
So we're carpooling in. We're carpooling into the office. You've had bad sushi and you bite me?
Yes. And then
what are you talking about?
Now, what about if you recognize I'm a zombie before that? Do you kill me?
I'm dropping
you. Put me out of my misery?
I'll drop you like a hot piece of iron.
Buddy.
It's the best thing I can do for you.
What if you don't even
know want to live like that? That's a mindless...
There could be a cure.
Well...
And you just shot me in the head?
Sorry. First of all, you're not biting me. Two, I'm not strapping you down, tying you down. If you get the zomb on you, I'm just dropping you. And I would expect you to do the same for me. Because I'm big. And you don't want to see me in a pair of capri pants if I turn. With a board game, like walking around with a board game and
big hairy Sasquatch zombie.
It'd be like, there's a Squatch. Look at it. What? He's got a box like a board game or something. What's he doing? He still loves his board games, even though he's turned. All right, Cilantro. Dummies. And I hope you survive. If not, I'm coming for your stuff. Hey, it's Scart. Scart. That's us together. It's Scart. We're Scart. Scott and Bart. Or they call us Scart.